Hi everybody. I wanted to share with you a couple of things, follow up from our last gathering on Sunday, August 30th. One of them is in answer to the question for the Yud Hey Vav Hey arrangement and movement for the month of Elul, how we get from the Vav to the Yud. And I had another insight into that, and of course maybe you have found your own way. But I just want to show you that whole movement. I'm going to back up so you can see my whole body and then come close so you can see what I'm doing. So here's what we had. We start with the upper hey is here, hey, and then the second hey is here, hey. So both of the crossbars are above the body, and then I bring it all the way down. And then the Vav comes up from the base of the pelvis, right up the center line, up to the third eye. And then I'm tracing the cranial base, I'll show you this close up in a moment, around to the back of base of the occiput, and then coming forward with the Yud, carrying that down. And then at the very bottom, I release my arms before I start again. So it goes, hey, hey, Vav, Yud. Breathe in, hey, hey, Vav, Yud. You can just go a little bit of the ways over if all the way down is too far, but release your arms so you get the nerve release here at the bottom of at the end. Breathing in, hey, hey, Vav, Yud. Let me show you close up what I'm doing. This is something that Bonnie Cohen showed me many years ago. I was having a lot of headache and eye tension because I had just gotten a new pair of glasses that were really too strong for me. And all she did was to start right here at the third eye. So this is, where the pituitary gland begins, and the sphenoid bone holds the pituitary, and just tracing upper brow line, and then you go down the temples, over the ears, and down to the occiput in the back. And that's a release of the cranial base. That is the base of the dura mater, that the outer layer of connective tissue of that tough connective tissue that holds the brain. And it can get really tight and squeezed, especially with eye strain or in the back if there's kind of that tension from trauma. So this gentle just tracing with a light touch all the way around to the base of the occiput, and then coming over the top to the third eye again and bringing that down so we get the bottom position. And if you just go a little ways down, that's okay. You don't have to strain your back. You can feel what works for you. And then at the bottom, release your arms so you get that nerve release. And then we can start again. And just with the breath, it sounds like this. So we're breathing in and then out. Those are the two hays, ha sound. And then this is an in-breath. So I've been experimenting with not using vowels, just trying to get the shape of the consonant. So the va on an in-breath, and then the y sound on the out-breath. Just feeling that shape in my mouth as I do the movement. So there are a lot of different things to focus on there. The other thing I wanted to offer is just a very simplified version of the Malkhut practice with just, so opening and returning to center on the three centers, head, rosh. So this is the mem for mochin, mind, head, mind, brain, mind. The lamed, the l, the lev, heart. The chaf, kabed, and then we have the vav, the u is the malchut, and then the taf is this whole body becoming a tiferet, heart center, whole body. So the simplest way into this is just to use, I've got my feet just about shoulder width apart, if you can see. And the warm-up is just the opening of mindfulness and awareness through the 7 fields. So starting with the feet, and you can work your way up through the legs, pelvis, upper torso, includes the arms, head and neck, and then the space near the body, aura, and then cosmic distance space. And in this practice, we really begin just with the feet. So just waking up the feet. I'll give you the verses that I chose after I show you the practice, if you want to connect them in your awareness. So we start with just the feet, and then going to the head. So feeling the whole body standing, the feet are awakened, open, cushiony, feeling the floor, connecting with the earth through the floor. And then just bringing up the hands to the head area, and we're just going to, in breath, there's an opening, out breath, returning to center. This is all about returning to center. That is the Malkhut. In and out. Sorry, out and drive in. And it's really expanding in all directions, all dimensions. The energy inside, and then drawing back to center so that we can, and then you can come down to it a few times, come down to the heart center, in, breathing in as the arms open, and breathing out as you return to center. In, breath opens, and out. You can also experiment with the opposite breath rhythm and see which one helps you feel more drawn, knit together along the center line. Calling it back home, this kind of teshuva. This is the heart, the lev. And then coming down to the pelvic bowl. Breathing in and returning to center. In and out. And out. So those are the 3, the mem, the lamed, and the chaf. And then we have the vav, which gives us this column of energy from below our feet to above our head, connecting to the center of the earth, if you will, and out into the cosmos. And a simple movement of drawing that earth energy up through the core with the hands, opening to the heavenly energy, and then collecting that and directing it with the fingertips down through the center. So it's more on the way up, more palms of the hands, one in front of the other, turning to face upward as you pass your face, opening, collecting, feeling. We're opening the channel. The overall image for this was calm spine or calm central column. And you can breathe in here, alternate which hand is in front if you wish, and then exhale as you bring. All of these movements can also be done without a connection with the breath. So you can see what brings you the most sense of centering and calm. And on the top, open the arms out, although you can move them, work with them in different directions and dimensions if you like. There's the expanding and condensing that gives you the whole body as a kind of Tiferet heart center. And we bring ourselves into full presence with that central column aligned. This is what I've been calling the Malkhut practice. It's a practice of presence and also of supporting the central column. Coming back to a place of calm and simplicity. And I connected each one of these centers when we did it together with a verse from Psalm 27. But you can also find just a gentle humming, or you can make the sound of the letter if you wish. The m, the l, the u for the vav is the Malchut, and the t. I gave you that sheet that has the verses if you want to play with it. So I'm just going to sing through it, starting with the feet. I have melodies for almost all of these verses. I've been composing them over the years and also other versions that I've learned. So the feet. Hareini darkecha Uncheini be'orach mishor Horeini darkecha Uncheini be'orach mishor. Show me your way, Yah, lead me on a level path. And then mochin, head, center. This one was Ve'ata yarum roshi al oivai svivotai. I don't have a melody for this one, but now my head, my mind has risen above the impediments, the enemies, the spiritual impediments that surround me. So what you can also do is record some of these words and listen to them as you do the practice, or you can simply look at them ahead of time and then hold that kavanah of my head is clear, whatever words work for you. The Lev is a brand new melody that just came through this weekend, and I'm going to actually give you the recording of the whole thing. But this line of it for the heart, Lechamar libi bakshu fanai et panecha havaya avakesh. I have spoken to you, my heart. I have said to you, my heart. let my inwardness sorry about that. Screen kind of went dark there for a moment here. So let my inwardness seek its own face in a way. Let my inwardness connect with the God within me. And then verse for the kabed, for the gut center here. Shema havaya koli ekra v'chaneni va'aneni. Shema havaya koli ekra v'chaneni va'aneni. God, hear my voice when I call out to you. Be gracious with me and answer me. And then for the Vav, Kavel Hashem chazak v'ya'ametz libecha. Kavel Hashem v'kavel Hashem chazak v'yametz libecha. Immerse yourself in God, hope in the divine, strengthen and encourage your mind, immerse in God. And then the last, Achat sha'alti, one thing I seek. Achat sha'alti me'et havaya, ota akesh. Achat sha'alti me'et havaya, ata avakesh. Shivti beveit havaya, kol yemei chayani, lachazot b'noam havaya, ulevacher behechalom. Lachazot b'noam havaya, ulevacher behechalom. So just that simple expanding and condensing with the breath, if you wish, in each center. Mochin, Lev, Kabed. Then the center line moving up and down. Finding that connection between those three centers, that alignment through your own core, and then finally that sense of being able to emanate and radiate and draw back in all directions, in all dimensions. I'll just show you this this little visual aid. So this is that forget the name of it right now, but this sphere that in all dimensions and directions simultaneously condenses and expands. That's what we're doing with the energy inside the body as we do these practices. So that's it, a little bit of review and a little bit of further deepening, and hope this will be useful to you. L'shana tova, tikatevu, may we all be inscribed for blessing in the book of life in the coming year.